Now that the Serie is finally over, I am gonna say my Serie 2021-2022 team of the season. If you're excited, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Instagram over at Simon_AS_. Right, let's get it cracking. With my goalkeeper, I have gone with the champion of Italy, Mike Maignan, who's coming from his second consecutive league title last season with Leo, this season with AC Milan. Now he came and he had a lot of responsibilities to cover a big image, a big goalkeeper like Gianluigi Donnarumma, who came from an amazing Euro 2020 this summer, as a victory, as one of the most successful players in the league, and especially saving so many penalties against both England and Spain. AC Milan fans were worried that the level of the goalkeeper would have suddenly decreased. But Mike Maignan has made every AC Milan turn around this opinion, because right now he's probably on a better form than Donnarumma, and all those AC Milan fans right now are going, Maignan is better than Donnarumma. And right now, as a Roma fan, I can only agree with that statement. He is the best goalkeeper in the league. He came, had lots of responsibilities, came and won the league. It's as simple as that. Mike Maignan in goal. Moving to my four defenders, as my left back, I have gone with yet another Milan player, Theo Hernandez. He is by far the best left back in the entire league. Now, the amount of increase in his value, the amount of increase in his form which Theo Hernandez has gone through is something which a lot of players should kind of look to, because he is unbelievable. He played at Real Madrid and was a substitution player. He's Spanish but plays in the French national team. You please explain that to me. He is actually unbelievable. Now, after such a Euros from Spinazzola, I think Spinazzola, before his injury, would have probably beaten him, but Theo Hernandez, partly because Spinazzola got injured, and partly because he hasn't really got that competition in the Serie, is the best left back in the league. Adding on to this, he won the Serie title with Milan after 14 years, and just like Mike Maignan, AC Milan are building a very, very good project. And look ahead for them, because they're going to be very dangerous next season, possibly winning the league again. As my first centre-back, I have gone with Kalidou Koulibaly from Napoli, which unfortunately most probably won't renew his contract after so many seasons as a leader in the Napoli team. Napoli are going down, I'm telling you, they're selling so many of their good players. Now Koulibaly has been so consistent for the entire journey at Napoli. He has by far been, over the last couple of years, the best centre-back in the league. He's physical, he's big. He's basically like a door in the defense. If attackers want to go pass, they need to knock. And when they knock, they go, right, can I get through? Koulibaly goes, no, you're not going through. Right, that was a pretty embarrassing example, but you get the point. He is so physical. He is so big in the defense. He knows what space means, and he's just so physical. And he is the player which I think the Serie needs. And unfortunately, most probably, he's having offers from the Premier League, from La Liga clubs, and his future has got a big question mark on him. As my second centre-back, I have gone with Chris Smalling. No, I'm playing. Okay, I'm playing. Sorry. There are going to be people who go, oh, be realistic, Chris Smalling's not gonna fit in it. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna be realistic. In my inner heart, Smalling, if you're watching this, you are fitting in it. You truly are. But I'm gonna get criticized if I put you in it, so I'm gonna be more realistic. I'm gonna put Bremer in. Now, Bremer, this season, has been insane. A random player picked from a Brazilian team comes in the Serie and becomes the best defender in the league this season. He plays for a club, Torino, which don't have big objectives this season. He deserves more. This is why he's leaving. He has grown so much when it comes to confidence, when it comes to career-wise, that he wants that jump. And he said it to Torino. I have been a big part of this project, but I want more and I need more. And this is why Inter Milan, Napoli, AC Milan, all of these players are interested in Bremer. There was a quick discussion between Mourinho and Bremer in the last match of the season, with Mourinho and him speaking Portuguese, going, won't you come to Roma? Yeah, that was fun, hopefully, but we don't got the money to buy Bremer. But he's unbelievable. And just something to reflect here is the amount of confidential boost that this guy has had. As I said before, he played for a Brazilian unknown team, and this season the best Serie A defender. And you see, being the best defender in the league and playing for a club like Torino is something impressive. Bremer definitely gets in there. And finally for my defenders, for my right back, I have gone with Cuadrado. Now, I was tempted to give it to Calabria, right? Because once again, just like Bremer, Calabria has gone through so many insults over these last couple of years from AC Milan fans. This season, he became the captain. He just showed everyone the love he had for the club, and he became the leader of that team. But I'm not going to give it to him just because otherwise this will turn into an AC Milan team. He is definitely a big contender. In fact, if I wouldn't have gone for Cuadrado, then I would probably have gone for him. But I think Cuadrado is the player that Roma needs. Someone who runs, someone who dribbles, someone who plays in the defensive section, knows how to defend, and then is valid in the attacker section as well. Cuadrado this season, in my opinion, has been the best player in the Juventus side. Don't you dare say Vlahovic, because Vlahovic was good at Fiorentina, not good at Juventus. He was, in my opinion, the best team in the Juventus team, and you know, it was a hard season for Juventus because for like 70% of the entire Serie season, they were in top 4, right? And for a club like Juventus, who's normally used to winning trophies, it's just a Juventus domination usually. It's a Juventus siege. And it's been a hard season because Juventus getting 4th is just like Roma getting 7th. That is not where they belong. If they want to prove everyone that they are the best team in the Serie, they need determination, they need courage, and they need the boast. And I don't like the Juventus team because they don't have that. Cuadrado this season is the only single player who has shown me that in the entire team. And therefore, he deserves to be in my Serie 2021-2022 team of the season. Now moving to my 3 midfielders. The first one, my defensive midfielder, has to be Tonali. Now, I have criticized Tonali for so long. I have always said in the last couple of years, and at the start of this season as well, that he was gonna be the most overrated player in the entire league. Now, somewhat, this guy knew that I thought that, spied on me, turned against me, and went, "You better change your mind." That's exactly what happened, because Tonali this season was the best midfielder in the Serie, and for his age, he's gonna have a massive prospect in the Italian national team. He has got the ideals to be a leader in the national team, just if he copies and pastes the leadership he has had at AC Milan this season. He is the guy who scored the winning goal for AC Milan to win the league. It was that goal against Lazio. Milan were down 1-0 and Tonali scored the 2-1 against Lazio at the Olimpico, which basically fixed AC Milan as winners of this Serie. He is unbelievable. But it's not the talent which I think we need to stress on, it's the leadership. It's the flipping leadership. Now, he has shown Barella that he can be miles better than him just because of the leadership. This defensive midfielder, at his age, Italian fans should be proud. We should be proud to have him in the national team because his leadership is something which we will carry in such a difficult time that we've missed the World Cup, we've lost 5-2 against Germany, we've lost 3-0 against Argentina. If you're English watching this, don't you dare criticize us because losing 4-0 at home against Hungary is appalling. If you're English and criticizing our national team, you didn't go to the World Cup. Don't you dare. Don't you absolutely dare. And Tonali, I think, is unbelievable. Just the physique as well, the way he protects the ball. He's the perfect defensive midfielder in the Serie, and I'm gonna say it, he is the kind of the prototype player that Roma need in their defensive midfielder as well. Now for my second midfielder, I have gone with Brozovic. Now, Inter Milan this season have had a fairly disappointing season because you can't bottle a league title because of that goalkeeper who messed it and bottled it with his bloody feet. Brozovic in the midfielder, however, is such a beauty to watch as a Roma fan, as a neutral fan who doesn't support Inter Milan. He is unbelievable. Now, if we talk about physicality, about aggression when it comes to Tonali, Brozovic has got that. But one thing which I think is unbelievable for Brozovic is his accuracy in his passes. Brozovic is one of the players which, in my opinion, has got the best vision in the entire league. And if Inter Milan can build on that midfielder with Barella, Brozovic, and maybe buy another top quality player next season, now that they've got rumours about Dybala and Lukaku, if they can fit in a top quality midfielders, they are going to win the Serie A next season. It's as simple as that. Brozovic is top class and kind of got disappointed himself because he played such a good season, at the start of the season was clear of Tonali, then Tonali's had kind of a revolt in his mind, and now I think they're two incredible players. But Brozovic and Tonali definitely need to be part in my team of the season. I would be biased if I didn't put any Lazio players in this team, because as my third midfielder, you see, I could have gone with Pellegrini, which I think is, when he turns up to matches, I think he's better than Milinkovic-Savic. Okay, calm down, you're probably criticising me. But overall, I have to go with Milinkovic-Savic. I have to go with Milinkovic-Savic. Because as a Roma fan, as a Lazio hater, I need to say that Milinkovic-Savic is a very good player with incredible talents, and anyone who says that Immobile is the best attacker in the Serie, 80% of what Immobile does comes through Milinkovic-Savic's feet. 80% of the entire Lazio team work with this guy in the midfielder. So, you see, instead of talking about Immobile being your best player when he scores tap-ins, it's because Milinkovic-Savic does it all. The only way Immobile doesn't score because of Milinkovic-Savic is on penalties. And trust me, he scores a lot. Not like Tammy. He scores a lot of penalties. I think his height plays a big part in his position because he's an attacking midfielder who's got incredible vision. But Milinkovic-Savic, I need to give it to him. As a Roma fan, he's great. And he has been great this season. He's dragged Lazio in the Europa League, drawing at the last minute against Juventus, which basically meant that Lazio, came in front of us. Obviously, we did win the Conference League though, and Lazio did get in front of us because of that robbery against La Spezia. But still, they got before us. They got in our Europa League. Milinkovic-Savic, best player in the team, deserves to be in the team of the season. And if you say I'm biased once again, I am gonna revolt. I am gonna start a revolution. That has been the most realistic thing I've ever said. I've said Milinkovic-Savic is good. Okay? Don't criticize me anymore. Now, moving to my three attackers, I have gone with a 1-2, so one player behind my two strikers. It has to be Leao. Leao is the best player in the entire league. In the entire league. Now, the fact that Roma was one step away from buying him in 2019, it was, from Lille, when he was like an unknown player, and seeing the player he's become now, people in Portugal say that he could be the new Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, let's not overhype him. One thing which I can say is that Leao this season has been better than so many other players, such as Neymar, such as, I think, Mane, such as Gnabry and Sané. Leao is the best player in the league. You see, I can't stress this enough. Having Leao on your team means immediate success because his speed with the ball, like defenders who are marking Leao, literally go. He is so fast. He is so fast. His skills, his accuracy, his finishing. It's just, these words sum up the best player in the league. And I say this season, top 5 players in the entire European divisions. Maybe not top 5, top 10 100%. Leao is the best. The best. And just imagine him being in our team. Yeah, just imagine that. So Leao I couldn't be more convinced out of all these players. Just needs to be there, fits in there. Now with my two final attackers, one player which I've gone with is Immobile, 100%. You know, he keeps on scoring. Once again, top scorer of the Serie, just like last season. I've said it before, 80% of what he does and the goals he scores comes from Milinkovic-Savic. But still, the duo is incredible. He scores a lot of goals and it's, you know, he's there to do that. He's an attacker and he scores so many goals. You see, that is basically why he's in this team of the season. It's just because of the goals. Immobile is not a fancy player to watch. Immobile isn't, in my opinion, the most complete striker in the entire Serie, but he's there to score goals. And what does he do? He scores the goals. Now, the mystery which still has to be solved is why he can't do that with the bloody national team. That is the mystery. And I've said it. It's because Milinkovic-Savic isn't behind him. He's too used to having a complete player like Milinkovic-Savic behind him that he's like, okay, you do all the work and I put the tap-ins in. Because Immobile, realistically speaking, isn't someone who pulls out a wonder of a goal from his bag. He's someone who either scores on penalties, either scores on tap-ins, or either scores a good goal. He's not someone who starts bicycle kicking everywhere, or just, you know, getting the ball, dribbling everyone and scores. He's there to do what he does, but he does it in a very efficient way. So Immobile has to be there. And now my second striker is the opposite of Immobile. I could have gone with Vlahovic, but no. Vlahovic has been good with Fiorentina, but he's not a Fiorentina player anymore. He's a Juventus player. And if you say Vlahovic at Juventus has been better than Tammy Abraham, you're on some crack. Tammy Abraham, not Vlahovic. It's as simple as that. I have to put some Roma players in it. Come on, we won the Conference League. You see, it is what it is. When I say I'm speaking facts, it's because I truly am. Vlahovic isn't a Fiorentina player anymore. He played well against Fiorentina, but he left. And over the course of this second part of the season, he's been shite. Everyone overhyped him. He still needs to know the players at Juventus, communicate with them, and that's the results. Tammy came from seasons at Chelsea where he was like, what am I doing? He has been downfalled by Thomas Tuchel. He decided for a new challenge, for a new adventure. He became one of the best top scorers in the league, the first Englishman to score so many goals in his first season in the Serie, scored in the Europa Conference League, won the Europa Conference League, scored in the Serie, and that is it. Tammy goes in there. Now don't you dare say I've said that Tammy is better than Vlahovic, because that's not what I'm saying. But this is based on this season, and Tammy Abraham has been more complete than Dusan Vlahovic. He's been complete all year round. Vlahovic stopped halfway, and at Juventus he scored a few goals, but nothing compared to what he did at Fiorentina. Tammy fits in my team of the season. You might think I'm crazy. You might think I'm crazy. You do truly think that I'm crazy, right? But you know what? Tammy is the best. It's as simple as that. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Over the months of July and August, I will be donating 50 cents for every new subscriber to save the children. You know, we do good acts on AS Roma Theory as well. So any new subscriber who subscribes right now in July or August, I will be donating 50 cents to save the children. So if you haven't already, subscribe, share the link with your families and friends, and follow me on Instagram over at Salmon_ASR_, and I'll catch you soon. Salmon out.